Welcome to another tour of the Putnam Block, Phase 1 of the project. We filmed this on September 23rd, and we hope to give you one more tour before people start moving in. A lot of work has been done since the last time we took a tour nearly 1 year ago, and you're about to see that today. This is the bottom floor of the Courthouse Building where the Penny Saver used to be. In here will be a cafe and bookstore. As you can see here, there's a split section, but they're going to be combined, so you can walk right through to either side. Nice high ceilings. As you can see, they're wrapping up a lot of this drywall work, sheetrocking. And both of the cafe and bookstore will share this glass entrance off of South Street. Heading upstairs, this is above where the bookstore and the coffee house will be. This is the new office space for Global Z. And I must say, probably the best office space in town with these huge windows. An amazing loft. These windows here look across. This used to be the alleyway in between the two buildings. It's now been closed off, and you can kind of see the apartments and the hallways beyond up there. And it's just kind of this little space in between the buildings now, which is pretty cool.
See here, this is the thickness of the insulation that was added, because this was just brick wall to the outside, and we added studs and insulation to create a thermal envelope as best we could on this space.
Moving along here, this is the bottom of the Putnam Hotel where old South Street used to be. You can see they've punched out the walls, made a very large space. This is going to be a space for a restaurant. As you can see, a lot of space in back there for the kitchen and everything like that, and a lot of space for eating and dining out front here. Moving into what used to be the cake gallery, this will be an extension also of the restaurant with a few doors made in the wall to allow for more seating.
So this is the lobby for the residential. You have an entrance behind you, which is from the back site. The glass doors. If you come this way, there'll be mailboxes here. A new elevator is in that space. There is other retail space for rent in the corner space. Actually for rent. A little bit of a cost. We'll just keep walking this way. see they finally uncovered the old railings. They're going to start rebuilding. This was the historic staircase for the hotel, and it will be restored to white risers, and this will be all sanded down for the to sort of bring this wood back. And we have two historic stairs in this building. This is one of the two. I haven't seen this in about a year. It's been blocked up as a protection. So they're just getting to the point of trying to fix that. So, second floor of the hotel. You can see the historic ceilings. These will be all cleaned up and painted. A lot of these doors that you see, they're the original hotel room doors, but they don't work. So part of the historic fabric was to show where the hotel rooms. So there are multiple openings with the panels and the transoms that are back, but there's only a few doors. The doors that go into the apartments. The rest of these are just sort of showing openings where they were. We can go into this unit. How this is going. So this is a studio apartment. It happens to be in a place that was a public space. So some of this wood ornamental was original. And of course we saved the tin ceiling, and there's a mantle fireplace, a little fireplace on that end with a pocket door that we sort of saved as a vestige. But these are all new hardwood floors. The windows, the walls have been insulated. So the walls are a little thicker. We've sort of rebuilt the tapered windows. And these are the original windows. We were sent to a shop in Cambridge that rebuilt, put weather stripping, kind of reconstructed the windows from carte blanche, so that they operate quite easily now and they seal, air seal. And back there you can see the bathroom come along, closet. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
And now we get a tour of a variety of apartments that are in different phases of completion. A reminder that apartments in the Putnam block range from 2-bedroom to 1-bedroom to studio, and over in the Winslow building, micro apartments. It's great to see all the work happening as we walked around. Like I said, the apartment's in different phases of completion, but to see all the work that's happened in the year and since they started working here is just incredible.
Tin ceiling in the space of this column. A portion of this unit and the one to my right was originally the dining room for the hotel. And this section had been modified at some point in its history, and there were hotel rooms back here with a hallway down the middle, and a ceiling. We didn't even know this tin ceiling was here. We sort of, as we removed the portions of this, we found the tin ceiling and found these columns buried in the walls, and decided to open it up and make it a feature of these apartments.
Coming through the main hallway here on the 3rd floor, this apartment we're entering here has a fantastic view of the Four Corners right off of South Street. This is an ADA apartment. As you can see, most of the tile work on the kitchen is a little lower, and in the bathroom things are ready for that as well.
there's probably, I think there's 19 units in this building and another 17 in the Winslow building. And there's, so what's that, 35, 36. There's probably 3 or 4 that are left. Several of these are affordable, they're income eligible apartments, and many of the income eligible apartments have not been rented yet. And so, but there's a pretty long list of people interested. So we expect that they'll all be rented by the time these are finished. So this is office space on this side, and it's getting closer to being ready to fit up as a shelf space. To find a food, a grocery store to come into this space. There's a bodega downtown. And, they have access to some basement storage in this space. There's actually a door out to the alley, so this can be rented separately. The 700 square foot as an office, or this 700 square feet could go with the front space. So there's another, a couple thousand, 2,300 square feet here with nice storefronts across Winslow. And it has another ADA access off the alley as well. So the alley will play a very important pedestrian role at the end of this. But nice ceiling heights, nice space. This could either be support space for that or a separate space.
Now we'll be heading upstairs to the 17 micro apartments in the Winslow building and office space for Bennington College.
So we'll go through this section of Winslow, which has some office space that's coming together on our left. Full story windows right ahead. And this kind of brings us to the front stair tower. So they're in the process of building the new entrance for the residents. Comes in off of the street, off of Main Street, up a set of stairs here, which will have balusters, to the first of the micro apartments. And there's a common room. So these are small apartments on my left that are being roughed and rough wired. Trying to make progress on that. And this space is a shared common room. So all of the 17 micro apartments have a space where they can have a larger kitchen and dining room if they want. There's laundry facilities, a big living room. And then there's an outside wooden deck that goes on top of this roof out the windows. So people have some private outside space as well as some community space for the small apartments that they live in. So this has an old, highly finished architectural space that was here that we're essentially keeping intact. I mean, there'll be new light fixtures and wiring, but all the wainscoting and the tin ceiling and the fireplace and the mirror will be cleaned up and painted, and this will become a conference space actually for Bennington College. So they'll continue to use it as it was originally envisioned. And the rest of their office is out here.
This is the impressive office space of Bennington College, with offices around the perimeter of the room, and in the middle, this great, brilliant skylight that was rebuilt. This floor a year ago was open to the elements, and this is what they've done. Really impressive and just beautiful.
Almost all of the buildings will be delivered the end of November. So we'll be able to occupy and move into apartments by then. And the shelf spaces will be ready to be turned over to tenants to start their fit up. But yeah, it's going to be another, even in December 1st, I'm expecting another 3 to 6 months before the commercial spaces are all done being fit up. But the site will be done, the stairs and the elevators will be open, people will be living in the building, and they'll be working on the other spaces downstairs. This space will be done by the end of November as well. So it looks like this space is closing in on its wiring getting done. Again, these are all multiple, micro units through this space. Quite small units. So you have kitchen, a bathroom, and then space for your bed, living room, all in one.
A true New York style.
Yeah, as I say, micro,
Yep.
which is why you really want that community space downstairs.
So these still share that same space downstairs
They
too?
do, yeah. All of these micros.
And that concludes the third tour of Putnam Block Phase 1 project. We look forward to getting in here at the end of November and showing you the final product before people move into the apartments. It's very exciting for downtown Bennington and Bennington as a whole. Thank you for watching.